You guys, large of another video, and this right here is another NXT review for this week. This show was pretty good. An average A for me, because some of the matches were, they were good, but some of them, like 2 out of 4 of the matches, kind of slow paced, and it's because somebody was slowing up the match, because they couldn't wrestle, or because one is coming back from injury. But anyways, Danny Bryan starts off the show by saying he pretty much thanks NXT, and he says that he's back where he started, back where it all began, how NXT's made his career, that he's been to the mountaintop, he's been world champ, tag team champ. He said he's got a few demands. He wants the people not to chant yes. He wants people to say, to not say he's a goat face because he's handsome, and he tells somebody to stay out of their way. And as the camera zooms, out, we see that he was talking to Kane, and they start arguing, and they do the I'm the tag team champions, no, I'm the tag team champions crap, and typical Danny Bryan and Kane stuff. So we get the opening credits. Then we get Trip Ritter versus Leo Kruger, the first match. Trent comes out to a big pop. So I think he should be in aligning, really winning the NXT title soon, because he's just he's over with the crowd. I mean, it's the reason why WWE kept him around. They could have just fired him or Croft at the same time, but they kept him around for some reason. So obviously they're gonna do something with him. But yeah, Leo Kruger, they played back to last week, rapping Trip Beretta. As Cassius almost said, a little mishap last week. Leo Kruger indeed attacked Trip Beretta last week, targeting his ribs, obviously, because Trip Beretta came out with tape ribs, and he worked that the rib injury. This is a good back and forth match. Leo didn't dominate the whole entire match and blah blah blah, but it was a good back and forth match. It was a good paced match. Leo Kruger wins with the Krugers in, and I hope this feud continues, because they could do it where Kruger wins here and Beretta wins next time. So I think they should keep this feud going, because I guess purpose. Leo Kruger assaulted Trent Beretta before a match last week, and he assaulted him viciously to the point where he's got to wear some tape around his ribs. So I mean, that's enough to make a storyline feud, I think. Then we get one of the bad matches on the other night. Xavier Woods versus Mimo Montenegro. And Mimo was playing the heel here, and Xavier Woods is playing the babyface who comes out to pop music, dancing all over the place, break dancing. Xavier Woods did good in this matchup for what it was worth and for what I saw. Because I heard a rumor that this match was heavily edited because of what Mimo Montenegro was doing in this matchup. I heard that Mimo Montenegro botched a whole lot in this match, so they edited some of it and all that crap. So I don't know. But yeah, this match was a little shaky and a little slow on Mimo Montenegro's behalf. But yeah, Xavier Woods wins with the rolling clothesline, and I think that's a pretty good finisher. But he's got to come up with something in the future, though. I mean, it's Mimo Montenegro, for crying out loud. You can put him away any different way. I mean, Mimo's not obvious. He's obviously not in best shape to wrestle anyway. So, I mean, that's understandable. But yeah, NXT's just gonna job him out. They're not gonna make him the next big star because he's Del Rio's brother or anything like that. He's gonna get what he deserves. So, I mean, if he can't really wrestle, then obviously he's gonna be jobbing a whole lot to everybody. So, Mimo, you can't get on because you're Del Rio's brother. Hell, Del Rio's not that great in the ring either. He's one-dimensional, if you ask me, but whatever. Then we get Emma versus Audrey Marie. This match is kind of a little slow too, slow-paced. They were doing a whole lot of technical and submission moves here. Audrey Marie and Emma were. This match was kind of slow, I think, because, Emma, she's just coming back from the injury, and she's, loosening up still. And plus, this is taped, like, last month or 2 months ago or something like this. So she was really fresh off the injury then. So, I'm guessing, that's why it was kind of slow, because, they say she's really, really good in the live shows. I haven't seen her live yet, so I can't be the judge of that, but they say she's pretty good live. But, this match right here was just not that good. It was good for what it was worth, Divas match. I don't expect much in a Divas match anyways, but said, Paige or Beth Phoenix or AJ or something. Then I'll maybe expect the world in a match, but, this match was, it was good for what it was worth. Audrey Marie wins with the roundup slam, and she really needs to change the name of that finisher, because don't Summer Rae and her have the identical name for their finishers. So, somebody's got to change their finisher. Then we get backstage segment. Tony Dawson was supposed to interview Roman Reigns, but he's got cards from Roman Reigns instead. And Roman Reigns says in the cards, this is his words in the cards, he says that he's sorry to his fans, but Roman Reigns has a whole lot of business meetings and stuff like this, and he has to take a Reigns check. So, Roman Reigns, businessman stuff. So I thought that was pretty good touch. Then you get Seth Rollins and Jinder Mahal. They have their face-to-face mediation with Michael Cole. They go back and forth. Basically the stuff they were talking about last time. How Seth Rollins is a born loser. How Jinder Mahal is the higher on of NXT or whatever he says in Indian. I don't know. And Seth Rollins says he's with the fans is with him, and we're all one. Basically stuff like Jeff Hardy says, The end of the segment comes when Jinder Mahal goes to threaten Michael Cole. He jacks him up a little bit, and Seth Rollins, pretty much, goes to save him. He asks Cole if he was alright, and as soon as Seth turns around, Jinder Mahal starts beating him down. He blindsides him, then starts beating him down. Then he puts him in a camel clutch. The referees and officials come out, and they break it up. Jinder Mahal poses with the title, with the NXT title. And I think this is good that they have, him, stand over Seth Rollins in the, in the segment. Especially if Seth Rollins is going to beat him anyways. So I think this is pretty good. They let him look strong here going into the match. So I had no complaints with this at all. Then we get Team Hell No versus Michael McGillicuddy and Johnny Curtis for the tag team titles. This match is pretty good. But I want to get to the entrances. Well, at least one person's. Johnny Curtis, a.k.a. Fandango. And this is why Fandango is going to work. Johnny Curtis comes out there to this rap, pop-like music where the guy keeps on saying, "Ooh, you so sexy, girl, I'm sexy, girl," and all that crap. And he goes to stretch his hands out and puts both of his hands on a Titantron, and he's just shaking his ass and stuff like that. He's just gyrating and all that crap, and he turns around to the crowd, and he's just throwing his hands all over the place, and then he brings it together. He just starts thrusting and all that crap, and he's just going and going and going, and he's looking at Michael McGillicuddy, and he's just... Michael McGillicuddy's got this look on his face like, damn, I got a crazy partner. And, that was pretty funny. And he comes out to the ring, and when he gets to the ring, he grabs the ring post, and he's just, like, humping it and all that stuff. And the crowd is just eating this up while all of this is happening. The Kane comes out to, a pretty good ovation, and Danny Bryan comes out. Oh, man, but the crowd, it was fired up for Daniel Bryan, man. Man, they were just chanting all kinds of stuff. And before the match, they were arguing and all that stuff. And the crowd was like, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. And it was just crazy. I'm like, hug it out, hug it out, hug it out. And it was just crazy. This match was great. And I like that WWE's doing this, well, NXT's doing this thing where they're slowly transitioning Johnny Curtis from the Johnny Curtis character to the Fandango character by having him do dances and stuff like that. I like that. So, but this match was basically came at the end where, and before this, we don't know how Johnny Curtis and Michael McGillicuddy got this match, right? And I was just thinking about this, how in the hell did they get a title match out of the blue? When you would have think, where Team Hell No coming in there defending their titles, we thought they would have defended it against a team like the Usos or the Ascension or the Primetime Players or somebody like that. No! Johnny Curtis and Michael McGillicuddy got that matchup because Johnny Curtis never cashed in his his title opportunity, his tag title opportunity that he won with R-Truth last year on NXT, Season 5 of NXT, or Season 4, excuse me. He won that title, tag team title opportunity, and he never cashed it in, so that's how he got the title match. I just thought that was really funny. They just bring that up. But anyways, this match is really good, and I enjoyed it. The crowd was into it. They were hot for it. Kane and Daniel Bryan win when Kane chokeslammed Johnny Curtis. Then Daniel Bryan puts Michael McGillicuddy in a low lock. He taps. After the match, the crowd is chanting heavily, "Hug it out, hug it out, hug it out." And Daniel Bryan and Kane do, and then they go back to arguing, and the show goes off. Like I said, this show was really good this week, and I enjoyed it. A few announcements though. Yeah, like I said, yeah, the show was good, but yeah. I'm doing a Q&A this weekend, so if you got any questions that you want to ask me, comment at this video or send me a message. And another thing, for you people trying to watch NXT, you really have got to really see NXT, and you really have to go see it now. Search, go on bollyrules.net and look at it right now while it's available still, because they have been deleting every episode of NXT since September. Around September, they've been deleting every episode. Even the episode from last week and the week before, they've been deleting every episode of NXT. So you have got to go and watch this episode, I mean right now. So yeah, this is Lil RJ with another video, and peace.